when we're deciding things for our son, if we agree, good. We agree, we move on, we do that. If we disagree, all right, we can have the conversation, but if it still ends where one of us is displeased with it, the other one feels whatever they feel, look, we just can't move on it because we need to both agree that this is the best thing for our child.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it works.
Let me play this.
What's up, family? Zaya Wade came out as a straight trans 2 years ago at the age of 12. When the news broke, a societal line in the sand was drawn between those who supported Zaya's parents' choice to allow Zaya to transition and those who did not. The divide didn't just apply to the public. Zaya's father, former NBA champion Dwayne Wade, and his stepmother, Gabrielle Union, have embraced Zaya's gender identity. But Zaya's birth mother has refuted their viewpoint and maintains that her child is still a biological male named Zion. Dwayne Wade's ex-wife recently filed a petition in Los Angeles County to his attempt to block Zaya's new name and gender change from being legally recognized, claiming that her former husband pressured Zaya into gender change for financial gain. Zaya recently got a deal with Disney. Insert Candace Owens. How did Candace end up in all of this? Well, Candace echoed the sentiments of Zaya's mother, condemning Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's parenting skills in connection with Zaya's transition. What did Candace say? Good morning. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are child abusers, pretending to love your children while encouraging them to mutilate their bodies via irreversible therapies and cosmetic procedures should warrant prison time. Everybody have a good day. I don't know, fam. I guess it's not a funny situation there, but yeah, I'm laughing because of Candace. Candace is almost like she threw a rock and tried to hide her hands. Like, yo,
No, she's not.
let me jump in this mess right quick, and then
You just a
by the way,
Candace
everybody have a
hater.
good day. Did she really want everybody to have a good day? What do y'all think about that, fam? Does she have a point? Does she have a point? Which way? Which way you going with this, fam? Did she go too far? Is it her business? Is it our business? Is it family matters? Is Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union correct in the way that they're handling this situation? What's your view? What do you think, fam? My thoughts, this is wild. Ain't no way possible I would have a child of mine going through something like this. Especially at 12 years old, starting at, I guess Zaya's 14 now, but at 12 years old, you don't even really know what flavor ice cream you like at 12 years old.
That's what you just said.
12 years old, talking about transitioning. I just feel like when stuff like that happens, fam, I think it'd be the parents encouraging those kids. I mean, the whole idea of parenting is to provide not just support, but guidance. Parents have stewardship over children because children are not qualified. They're not experienced enough to know what's best for them, especially when you're talking about something on the level of transition. Look, everything, just because a kid wants to do something doesn't mean you let them do it just because you love them and you want to support them. I mean, what if a kid want to join a gang? Your kid want to join a gang, you gonna let him join a gang? Because that's what he wants to do? What if your child comes to you one day and says, Mommy,
That's a great
Daddy,
point.
I feel like a bird. I want to fly. Are you going to take him to the nearest skyscraper and let him jump off, flapping his arms like he has wings? Or are you going to say, Boy, if you don't get you're not a damn bird. You are a little boy and you can't fly. Get your ass back in there and clean that room. Come on, fam. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I digress. I want to hear what you guys have to say about all of this. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
Me and Willie D disagree on a lot of stuff. Not really a lot, but on some things, certain things. But I'm 100% with him on that. Like, like he's too that child is too young to even know. Like, when you haven't experienced certain things, and because I mean, you got to think like a lot of these people who have transitioned end up killing themselves after the first couple of years, after because like they just realize at some point that they messed up, like,
And it
or they
can't go back.
just, and it's irreversible, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, let that little boy get him some new shoot, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I like the whole look, I'd rather they do like Lil Boosie and buy they son a little something just to be like, all right, here, look, before we go this route, you need to see what this is all about. Shit, that whole tune will change up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know that I would do that at 12 years old, but
No, 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 no,
I
no, no,
get
no,
your point.
not at 12. But what I'm saying is like, because really, anything sexual should not be on the table for a 12, 13, 14, maybe at 15. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying. But 12, like in your, like, that's, you're not even a teenager yet. But then even a couple of years into being a teenager, when you're really starting to kind of learn some of these things, you ain't supposed to just jump out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with something that you can't change back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm assuming like some of these kids are experimenting sexually and this, that, and the other, but these surgeries, no, bro. Like, going
Yeah,
to get you some tits and cutting your pecker off, like, bro,
that's going way too far.
that's extreme.
Extreme.
And nobody, and like, nobody's looking saying, nobody wants to say that. It's even in the black community, other than a few people, that, you know, we're being extremists by allowing this, or even trying to push that this is okay on a national or a global level. Like, it's not right for anybody, any kid in any age. Like, if this is something that they're definite on, 4 more years. She's been 14. She at 14. He at 14. 4 more years or 6 more years or whatever. Because really, 21 now. You ain't grown till you're 21. Really, you know what I'm saying? If you can't decide for yourself to be able to go buy a beer, then you shouldn't be able to decide to cut your peck off.
I'm telling you. Let me read some comments. And then legally, I don't think that they can on their own, so it have to be the
Well,
parents.
yeah, and that's the like, and
Ugh. Let me read some comments. It says, a decision like that should only be made after the individual becomes an adult.
yes,
Another
it's
comment, it
simple.
says, it's crazy how the real mother is powerless in this situation.
No, she really is not. She got the judge to stop it. That's why it's even being talked about right now, because Dwayne Wade and Gabriel Union are pissed. They left Florida. They live in Florida. They left Florida and went to California because they knew that they'd have a better chance of getting it done in California. But the mother, knew what I guess already kind of sensed what was happening. She got it stopped in California.
Mm. Let me read some more comments. It says Candace has a point. D Wade and family made their businesses. Wait. Candace has a point. D Wade and family made their business public, so expect public opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, freaking, and I don't agree with Candace all the time, and I don't agree with Willie D all the time. But I agree with both of them on this topic.
Yeah.
Let me read another comment. It says, "It's a shame that at the age a parent would allow their child to make a decision like that. What kind of parents are they? I'm with the mom."
It's somebody who's willing to sell their children out for some money.
Don't even care because, like you said, I don't think that Gabriel Union should have any freaking say in it at all.
Mm-mm.
At all. And then it's like we played a clip in one of the shows where it was like a small child, and I don't remember how old the child was, like 5 years old. It's like, I want to be whatever, and the parent was like, yeah, the child said this, da 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 da, and the guy was like, wait, my little girl don't know nothing about. She wants to take a nap or something, like he said. He was like, he's like he said, I think this came from you,
It
the
did.
the parent. And I think that that's what the case is in a lot of these situations.
All of
It's
them.
yes, it's the parents that are freaking
How
making
do
this
these
decision, and
how
they're
do these
deciding.
kids? Well, I mean, at 12, I guess you probably do hear of different stuff like this, but it was a conversation last year that I think well, I know I had a discussion about, and they're talking like a 4-year-old that's saying that like they're like unbinary, or that like they're you know having the conversations like, wait a minute, where did they get this terminology from? Like, they smarter than you are? You know what I'm saying? Like, this kid has what, you know, it's got science projects going on in the basement that you didn't know about, and they're actually talking about non-binary. Like, bro, like the average adult doesn't know what that is.
I'm telling you.
How does a 4-year-old know what the hell that is?
They don't. The parent is feeding them that shit. Let me read
Yes.
another comment. It says, I can't stand Candace, but I agree with her. I think it's ridiculous being able to make that type of decision at that age. This could be something that this kid seriously regrets doing later in life. Even something he could be embarrassed by and end up resenting his father for allowing this. Shaking my head.
But yeah, it would. Like, this kid is gonna cause him more problems as an adult than he is as a child. But that's my thing, is that our government needs to be more responsible with stuff like this, instead of allowing things like this to just happen, because like it's almost like they're incentivizing doctors and surgeons to be able to push and promote this type of surgery, and making it available. So it's like, okay, abortion, because see, somebody who said it's like anything dealing with death, it's okay, in this country now. So if it's because we didn't have the right to, well, we do, but like they tried to fight and tell us that we were bad people if we didn't go get the jab. We weren't autonomous when we wanted to decide not to get the jab, but then when it came to abortions, now like your body, your choice, or like
Yeah,
it's they flip flop,
right.
and
I
and
agree
it's
with
not.
that. You pick a damn side.
Yeah.
Pick a damn side. What the
Which
hell are
what
you
what
standing
what
on?
what do you really believe in? And it's like it goes back and forth just based on what it is. So it's like these people are so backwards to where like living in this country, like it's normal to be confused. Like it's normal for you to just like it's okay for you to be stupid.
Let me read
You
some more comments. It says they deserve worse than prison. Another comment that says, I'm shocked, but I'm in agreement with her. Another comment that says, she's not the only one. I'm no fan of Candace, but she's actually on point about this young boy being exploited. I think he is being exploited
By his own parents.
by his own
Well,
parents. Well,
well,
one of them, and one is a, you
his
know,
step parent is was a parent too, but they shouldn't have the same say that the biological parents do, because like I said, I mean, I've dated different people, or this one lady for certain that kind of raises children differently than I do. Me and my ex does, and you know you might be able to express your opinion, but that doesn't override what we decide overall for our child. You want to go beat yours, and I want to talk to mine. Look, just because you say I should whoop my son's ass, don't mean that I'm going to.
yeah.
Like, he learns more when I talk to him.
Yeah, I feel the same way. That's how I do my with my kids. And they hate it when I talk to them. Let me read some more
Hmm.
comments. It says, I think back to the things I wanted to do at age 15. I'm thankful that my parents were not having it. When you 18, it's your choice, but this is a private family matter.
I was halfway torn. Like, I had to really sit there and ask myself, because is it our business? I mean, even though, like, yeah, they're public figures, but do we get really get to say so, to say what's happening in somebody else's home?
We don't, but at the end, but at the end of the day, you do things that have an impact on the rest of society, and you get held accountable for that. You know,
Yeah,
you,
'cause
you 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 can't go around killing other people or raping other people's kids or whatever the
well,
hell.
yeah, yeah, no, no, no. You see, but see that, see, I'm trying, because see, that's my attempt to try to be fair, because I don't want somebody trampling on my rights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but
So
we
this
all
is
we
my
doing is talking about it. We can't have any impact on it. They're gonna make the decision and they're gonna go through the transition, and we can just sit here and talk about it. There's nothing we can do about it.
well, yeah. I mean, overall, yeah, but that's what I'm just saying, like, because my stance. Like, that's one of the biggest, like, you know where I stand, but at the same time, it's just like, okay, you know what? Am I supposed to just shut the fuck up and let them do whatever they're doing? As long as
But
it's
I
not.
think we should care because society as a whole, these kids are going to be with our kids. These are going to be the people they run into to date or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
it definitely is going to have an impact on the rest of society,
I agree. I agree. That's a great point, because like we're all living here together, and then one kid screwed up can lead to thousands screwed up, or millions. You know what I'm saying? The generations to come that we're gonna leave this world to, if we're not protecting them from all the harms that because just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should do it. And that's one of the things that, like, I'm passing on to my son. But I can't you know say that every parent is have those same kind of principles to teach their children.
And you know that as parents we have influence over our children, but guess who else has influence over them? Their friends, their peers.
Yeah, and if you don't get to them first, and show them certain things to look for, and to you know teach, because I mean, my thing is, like, to teach them to think for themselves, to see the world, and of course, give some of my own impression on them. Look, this is the plan, like, this is the vision I have for you. When you can implant a vision, and you kind of lead them in a direction that will be prosperous for them down the road, like, that's part of the job of a parent.
And I feel like as you know, each person is their own person. Your child is not you, and you can't make them into you. They're gonna be whoever they're gonna be, you know, and that's fine. But
Yes.
they need to. make like if he wants to make this decision, let him make this decision. But once he's old enough to, stand on his 2 feet, you know what I mean? Like once he's mature enough to make this decision, let him make this decision. It's on him. This is your life. This is how you want to live your life. You ain't gonna be able to have nothing to say about it anyways once they turn 18, 21, or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Like that's
like,
what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I might not agree with it. I'm still gonna love you. It's whatever. But when you're under me, like you're my responsibility, and you're not mature enough, then I'm gonna say what I would say to my child in this situation is I would be like, okay, I sympathize with the way you feel, but let's let some time go by and make sure that you feel this way. And then once you get of, let's say 17, 18 or whatever, then that's
mhm.
on you. You want to make that decision, I'll support you.
Yeah,
But I'm not
and
going
man,
to.
and maybe I buy a prostitute that's gonna, sneak in on them and take advantage of them and make them feel a certain way. And what happens after that? Because it's say, bro, excuse my language, but bro. Once you get some pussy, it's kind of I don't see going back.
Yeah, so but yeah, so like I feel like these are major decisions, and I really feel like the parents should have no say as far as like they shouldn't one way or the other. But not when they're a child. They're still a child. So, but once they become mature, then if that's what they want to do, that's what they're gonna do. I think that the
Yeah,
parent would be wrong to, try to, disown them or stop them or not love them or hate them or hurt them
yeah, no,
because that's what they want to do. Because if they've been thinking about it for years and years and they still want to do that, then that's what they want to do. And it is what it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
But not when they're 12. They
No, shoot. I mean, at 12, you still got fucking jelly dripping out of your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, look, even us adults don't even have our all
I'm
every like.
telling you, I felt like I knew what the hell was going on when I was in my 20s. I didn't.
Yeah, but
I'm
as you
in my
get
40s
the more
now, and I
the
finally
more
feel
you
like I understand things a bit.
Yes, yes, I agree. Yeah, but at the same time, like in my 30s, like, cause I mean, when I was in my 20s, I thought I knew it. When I got into my 30s, like, damn, I was like, I had no clue. Like in my, like, I could see how stupid I was in my 20s, and then even now in my 40s, like, damn, like you still, what I'm saying? The older you get, the more you realize just how fucking not necessarily stupid you were,
Just
but
ignorant,
like I'm
unaware.
not naive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, and I just feel like children are being robbed. Like, even before all of this trans surgery stuff, like we've been robbing our children of childhood. Like this, like all these different things that, like I know I was able to enjoy. Like, I mean, with all of the crime and stuff in the world, maybe there's no more human trafficking now than it was then, but like shoot, like my son doesn't get to really go out and do stuff a whole bunch because of the fears that not just we have, but he has about you know what's going on. Like he's hears and sees stuff, so like he's protective of himself. So like yeah, he gets out in the backyard, but shit, I used to be like everywhere on my bicycle. Me and my son, like me and my friends in my neighbor in the neighborhood, we be rolling up on other people neighborhood on our bikes and shit. Like what's happening? Like but
Yeah, this is disturbing on a whole shit ton of levels.
yeah, bro.
Yeah. See, look at this photo right here.
Let's see.
That's a 14-year-old boy right there.
And the way they got got him dressed like makeup, hair, like lashes, and like, bro.
That's unacceptable even for a little girl, for a
Uh,
girl.
exactly. That's the, that's that's my exact point right there, bro. Because it's like like because like I have a problem with when like even like the little babies 3 and 4 years old with the little booty shorts on. Like, what the fuck are y'all do? What are you like? Are y'all serious right now?
With the eyelashes and the
The
lace fronts
the
that they
make
putting on them.
yes, all the makeup and all this and that. It's like, bro, like y'all need to like, and this is like a a boy, but I'm saying like even like for little girls, it's like they need to understand their natural beauty before they start getting into all this other crap. That because I mean, the earlier you start them on this stuff, the sicker they're gonna be as they get older. Like truly sicker. Like the mental health is not rising just because. Like there's effect that like there's things that's actually happening that's causing it.
And this is definitely a indication that our society is sick, like
Well,
literally sick.
yeah, because see, I sent this video to my son, and I wanted him to explain what he thought it was to me, but it was pretty much a guy explaining is like how his great his great grandfather walked, and or his grandfather walked. His father drove had some car, whatever. He's driving a Cadillac, and his son will drive a Mercedes. And it says, but his great grandkids will be walking again. And it's like, so when it came to, the explanation, it's like certain things, the walking made the great grandfather strong. The, the strong guy made life easier for the next generation. And then as time goes on, it's just pretty much the weak, the weak child makes things hard for that next generation after them. So that cycle kind of keeps going back and forth. So if we're not consistent with how we're teaching, you know, and I have to say, I mean, I would be somewhat guilty because, my son he doesn't get any and everything he wants, but he's not deprived. Like you know, he's got shit. He has a certain level, I guess, of expectation of what you know he can have and can't have. Like I know I went through a sense of I gotta bust my ass to be able to get something. So I mean that's why I'm like, still, even though he has way more than what I had, I'm still trying to make sure I teach him the principles that doesn't make him a sucker and or just so what you call it when you just expect everything to be given to you. I forget the terminology, but you know, we really got to be there and not just, we got to tell them no. Like, and sometimes not just no, but hell no.
$1 billion. That's how much investors sold off.